During 2025, OLACEFS took solid steps toward modernizing and strengthening the organization. This report is a brief summary of the daily work of the working bodies, as well as of each of its members over the past year. One of the most important goals of the organization's strategic plan is to consolidate its technical and financial sustainability. In line with this goal, the OLACEFS presidency initiated a study to generate, design, and implement a technical and financial sustainability strategy. In 2025, our Ordinary General Assembly will be held from November 26 to 28 in Fortaleza, Brazil. The following technical topics will be discussed: innovation labs for SAIs, a space for co-creating efficient oversight solutions; a comprehensive approach to internal oversight and audit processes. The first edition of the OLACEFS Scientific Journal, Debate in Focus, will also be presented. Its objective is to delve deeper into the technical topics addressed in the General Assembly sessions. The winning SAIs of the regional competition, the impact of SAI work on stakeholders, challenges, and strategies will be awarded prizes. With the goal of accelerating the technological modernization of SAIs, the ADOPT program for digital transformation was launched under the leadership of the SAI of Brazil. This project uses tools developed by the IDI to assess the level of digital maturity of each institution. On the other hand, in partnership with the German cooperation agency GIZ, the Adapta Infra project, promoting climate change adaptation measures driven by SAIs, was launched. This project seeks to develop and strengthen institutional capacities for conducting audits of sustainable infrastructure. Likewise, the IDI launched the Audit Quality Management System Initiative in Spanish, which it is already working on to support eyes in Latin America and the Caribbean in complying with ISAI 140. The committees, commissions, and working groups carry out activities to fulfill their objectives and the OLACEFS strategic plan. They carry out numerous activities. The following are just some of the most notable from the last year. The Capacity Building Committee began modernizing OLACFS's educational platforms, seeking to improve their interoperability and user experience. The Technical Commission on Good Governance Practices prepared the X-ray of Good Governance study, which monitored the use, best practices, barriers, and recommendations related to tools that promote good governance, such as the IDI's Performance Measurement Framework. The Special Technical Commission on the Environment, within the framework of the Alliance with the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, developed a regional roadmap aimed at linking the environmental agenda with corruption prevention, promoting audits with a focus on integrity and transparency in the management of natural resources. The Performance Evaluation and Performance Indicators Commission, together with AC Colombia, led a study to identify best practices for monitoring the impact of audits based on INTOSAI P12 and other international standards. The Information and Communications Technologies Commission prepared the second mapping of the status of digitalization in OLACEFS SAIs and made progress in disseminating the use of new technologies in auditing work. The Specialized Technical Commission for the Fight Against Transnational Corruption launched the Coordinated Audit, Implementation of the Internal Control, Accountability, and Transparency System in Government Entities to Curb Corruption. The Commission on Gender, Inclusion, and Diversity began the awareness-raising and training phase for the technical teams participating in the Coordinated Audit on management actions and government programs associated with achieving SDG 5, achieving gender equality and the empowerment of women and girls. The Technical Commission on Infrastructure and Energy Transitions, a recently created body, has consolidated solid foundations for its objectives this year, including the creation of thematic task forces, development and refinement of a regional methodology for auditing the energy transition, preparation of the consolidated report of the Cooperative Audit on Public-Private Partnerships, PPPs, and concessions. The Working Group on Disaster Management Oversight within the SDG framework consolidated its leadership in strengthening capacities for comprehensive disaster risk management within SAIs, promoting online training on disaster risk management in collaboration with the United Nations Office for Disaster Reduction, and participating in forums such as the Women's Network for Disaster Risk Reduction, among others. This report reflects the continued commitment of all OLACEFS members to transparency, accountability, and cooperation among Supreme Audit institutions.